Okay, so it looks like we're doing the YouTubes. So if you're new here, what have I done? Oh God, I screwed it up already. Oh, okay. If you're new here, I have a channel on Rumble. It is called SGARRETTMEDIA. I do news commentary, politics, things of that nature. I have dust all over me because I was in the woods. So what I'm going to do here in an attempt to reach more people is I'm going to do a 10 to 15, maybe 20, give or take, minute video on YouTube here, the family-friendly censored version of the show, where I will not say as many bad words and I will not be as unhinged. So this will be a little bit more family-friendly, a little more family-oriented. And then over on Rumble, after this show wraps, we will have the off-the-wall, regular, crazy show. So if you're new or if you're coming over from Rumble, here's the new show. And to commemorate the new show, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know how to do this. Okay, this is working. Oh, I have to. Okay. Oh, this is very similar to Rumble, actually. Okay, so you can see my screeny poo. And real quick, I have to change the audio. And I don't remember how to do that. Oh, I'm not prepared for this. Where? There it is. Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this. I'm not going to lie. Is it sound settings? Yes. I'll put device headphones. Okay. So I believe. Okay. So to commemorate the first episode of the new show, we are going to get an A10 Bert. Wrong thing. Is this working? There you have it. Shit. I told you I wasn't going to be perfect, okay? I'm still going to say bad words. I don't like to wear my glasses when I do because I get the reflection off the screen, and I think that being able to see in the eyes is a more personal connection. I'm probably a little autistic, but anyway. Let's get to our first story. Oh, shit. Did I already have a... Are they going to ask me for money? I might have to find this. Damn it. Okay, I apologize for the technical difficulties. I was more worried about setting this up than I was about getting that article pulled up. So give me 1 second. One second here, and we'll get a story pulled up that isn't hidden behind a paywall. Okay, here we go. From NDTV World. I've never used this. I've never used them before as a source, so I don't know if they're good or not. Apologies if they're not. Chilling video shows Ukrainian refugees stabbed to death on American train. She fled the devastation of war in Ukraine, hoping to build a safer life in America. Weeks later, 23-year-old, I'm going to butcher that because I'm terrible with names, Zarutska, I hope I said that respectfully, was brutally stabbed to death on a train by a career criminal. Criminal? Why did I say it like that? A career criminal. The attack was caught on surveillance camera. The footage, made public Friday in the Charlotte area transit system, captures the final moments before Miss Zarutska was ambushed on the Lynx Blue Line before 10 p.m. on August 22nd in Charlotte, North Carolina. The mainstream media is not showing this story. The mainstream media is hiding the story because it doesn't fit the narrative. It's very infuriating. Behind her, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown Jr. waited. 4 minutes later, he pulled out a folding knife, lunged forward, stabbing her 3 times, at least once in the neck. We're not going to bring up the fact that DeCarlos had like 4 felonies and was arrested like 14 times. That's okay. I think I have better coverage of this on X. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. Because that article does not do this story justice. Also, if you want to follow me on on the X, yeah, here it is. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to full screen. Like I said, I'm terrible at this. Let's. I also don't know how loud any of this is, so if this is really loud or really quiet, I apologize. It looks like, is that my mic gain, or is that just a green bar down at the bottom? I don't know. Yes, it's a gaming headset. No, I don't plan on fixing it. Eventually, I want to figure out how to get Bluetooth, because I used to do Bluetooth. If you remember Daniel Penny strangling the would-be train stabber, yeah, he's not wrong. So he makes a good point when he says, yeah, CNN's biased, but so is Fox. And that's why I started this, was because I was kind of tired of that bias. I was tired of seeing it everywhere. And I wanted someone who would, tell the story in the middle. There's truth somewhere in the middle. And I wanted someone who would tell that story. There weren't very many people doing it. So I decided I would do it. If not me, then who? So here we are. And in an attempt to spread more truth and less shenanigans, tomfoolery, and lies, here I am adding more workload, adding another show in front of my already 30 to 45 to an hour on Rumble, adding another 15 to 20 minutes before that. So now every day will be about 45 minutes to an hour of content for you, the viewer. I love you all. I hope you all enjoy this. And if you want the full show, go over to Rumble and join. If you want to just see the more family-friendly version here on YouTube. But I digress. My point being here, if you look at this chart he has pulled up, liberal Democrat is blue, conservative Republican is red. There is an overwhelming majority in every poll here that most journalists identify with the Democrat Party. Most journalists identify with the left. I don't know many other journalists. If I turn this up, will that get better? Is that better or worse? That didn't change anything. I don't know many other journalists. I don't know any journalists, actually. But of the journalists I know of, most of them are, that small percent on the right, that 30% of not liberal. I mean, he continues on for another minute or two, and I mean, I think you get the point here. I think you get where he's coming from here. What he's saying is, hey, we have a problem with our media here, and it's a big one. It's a big problem when our news sources are so openly biased on the color of someone's skin, which is the last thing that a journalist should care about, is the color of the victim's skin. Now, journalists overwhelmingly are bad people. There's a saying in journalism: if it bleeds, it leads. Journalists are not good people. Okay, if you get the chance, bully journalists. We're not human beings. We especially like the journalists that go over to war zones, wartime journalists. They're not people. Okay, and this is coming from someone who's trying to get into the journalism space. And trying to be considered a legitimate journalist here. Yeah, journalists aren't people, okay? You can just bully journalists. Bernie, bully journalists, please. Don't actually bully journalists. I could just see someone writing like Caitlin Collins a mean, strong-worded letter, and they're going to be like, "He told me to do it." Don't do that. Don't bully Caitlin Collins. Anyway, I digress. That's probably where we're going to leave it for YouTube. We will get into the uncensored show on Rumble, and the uncensored show is a little bit longer, a little bit more fun, a little bit more rowdy. Who knows? Maybe I might end up just making this a 30-minute show and making Rumble a 30-minute show as well, and you'll have an hour of content. But for the time being, probably going to cap this around 15, maybe 20 minutes if it's a really big story. But I'm tired of not seeing enough normal people saying, "Hey, what's going on here?" And on Rumble, I do swear a lot more. I'll probably end up swearing on here as well, but not as often. I do want this to be like a family-friendly-ish show. So we'll probably avoid certain topics that get me really riled up, because there are certain topics where I have no chill. My chill goes out the window, and I get angry and loud and ranty. So if that's your style, join me on Rumble for the remainder of the show. Otherwise, I bid you all adieu. Thank you for watching. If anyone does watch this, so far nobody has watched it. Why aren't you watching? Don't you love me? Probably because I didn't tell anybody I was doing this, so nobody knows to look for me on YouTube. That's probably a thing. I feel like YouTube is a better way to reach people because more people use YouTube. Like my mom's husband cannot remember Rumble for the life of him. Like if you put a gun to his head and asked where I streamed, you'd have to blow his brains out. He wouldn't be able to tell you. He cannot remember the word Rumble because it's not. Some people talk about it. People talk about YouTube every day. Nobody talks about Rumble. So, we're trying to bridge that gap. Trying to bring people from both platforms to the other, and hopefully we'll get some people that agree. We'll get some people that don't agree, and hopefully we'll all have a good time. That's the goal with YouTube, is to get people that agree, or to get people that disagree to come over and at least hear our side. We'll save the angry. We'll save the angries talking to ourselves for Rumble, because that's where all the Republicans hang out anyways. So I digress. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the debut of the new show on YouTube. I probably should have hyped it up a little bit on on like Twitter, on X. I probably should have hyped that up a little bit. I'll have to hype up tomorrow's episode, but yeah, that's all I got. So I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.